Alright, we're at Rock Peak Wash Trail. This is a trail that's really off the beaten path, and a lot of people don't know about it. There are only 3 trucks in the parking lot. One is ours. And this is part of Maricopa Park Trail. And it's really beautiful as you see those mountains, and then there's a house up in there. Somebody actually lived there. Well, of course, it was a house, right? And here you got those peaks, and you got all of these cactus here. And it's nice because it's hardly ever anybody here. But it's so far when you're coming down Brenner Pass that you might not, well, you'll find it, but you got to keep going. And then if you see that, that'll tell you that you got a little bit further to go. Yeah, this is a real good path. You got the hills are like rolling until you get to the wash. The beginning of the path is mostly wash. There's a lot of wash. And if you understand what wash part of the trail is, it's extremely soft sand. It's like walking on the beach. So when you're on the wash, just walking the darn wash can wear you out, because I don't know if you can see that or not, but my feet are sinking. It's a little drier than what it normally is, which causes your feet not to sink so bad. And a lot of this is kind of packed. But yeah, this is really a secluded part of the trail. And we haven't been on this yet. And the reason we did go on it once, but we didn't do the whole trail because we had started kind of late after we had got off of work. And the trail, once you commit yourself to this particular trail, it's about, I want to say, 1 1/3 mile to get to the trail, the particular trail that I'm speaking of. And after you get to the trail itself is 4.2, I want to say 4.2 miles. And it's like no turning around. I mean, you could turn around, but what if you've already done 2 miles in, and if you turn around, you're just gonna see the same thing, just in a different direction, and you're still gonna wind up doing the 4 miles. So my suggestion, if you do want to do this, take plenty of water. I mean, plenty of water. What I do, I have a Camelback. I fill my Camelback up with 3 16.5 bottles of water, and I put ice in it. So that gives me plenty of water to do what I need to do and to stay hydrated. So I get totally hydrated before I go. So normally I can get them about maybe, heck, a good mile or more into the trail before I have to drink any water. And if you're hiking and when your mouth is dry, when you say, oh, it's time to get some water. If your mouth is dry, bro, you're already a little dehydrated. So you don't want your mouth to get dry, because that tells you that you already waited too late. And so then you're playing catch up to stay hydrated. It'll cause you to lose a lot of body water, which is weight, if that's what you're trying to do. Just don't be like off in the wilderness and you run out of water. So if you want to be conservative and sip water, but try not to let your mouth get dry, because then you're working your body a little bit too hard and you're not keeping your body replenished. So yeah, you got all of those cactus that are out there. And like I say, we haven't even got to the trail yet. Now if you look up there, that almost looked like a house is up there. And that could be a ancient, well, maybe not ancient, but an adobe that they built in the mountains. We went to a place near Prescott. Yeah, Prescott, I want to say. And it wasn't, it's Cottonwood, actually, the name of the town. It's a lot of red rock. It was up there in the red rock area. And we saw a lot of adobes and stuff that they built right into the mountain. It was nice. It was really nice. And that was another place that was really secluded. We're on the quarantine. This is my 3rd week off work. And I mean, I can't wait to go back to work, but I love this. I'm off work getting paid. I'm getting paid to hike. The only thing, I'm on call. So they can call me any moment. And then I gotta go to work. So hopefully they don't call me while I'm out here in the middle of the desert. Because then I'd have to, you know, get to work as quick as I could. So now we're on about a half a mile, not even a half a mile, maybe like a quarter of a mile into the trail. And you come to a fork. You take the left fork, and then you're gonna to get to another fork, and you just keep that peak in your view sight. But you're gonna hike, and you're gonna go around that. So you go around that whole thing, around that, and come around. I don't know if I'm gonna go to that and go around, or because like I say, I've never been on this one. So right now, you know, we're still trying to get to the part of the trail, and you got all this cactus. You got the jumping cactus. It's not, well, that's what some people call it. Me, of course, I just call it that. But it's called something else. But when you get to that close to that cactus, reason why I call it jumping is because it seems like it jumps off of the vine and it grabs hold of you. And then the spines are kind of like this. So once it get on you, when you go to pull it off, there's another one that'll grab you. And they're hard as heck to get off. If you have fur, you know, like my dog, when I first came out here, I was hiking. Well, I wasn't hiking, I was just going up a mountain. And we were going up there together. Sheba was her name. I don't know if she's still alive. We had to give her to someone when I had moved out here. But I was in the mountains, and I noticed that she just stopped and she wouldn't even go anywhere. And I got down close to her, and all these jumping cactus were on her. Oh man, they were hurting like a mug. And that's why she wouldn't go anywhere. Alright, I'm going to come back and do some more of this. I'm going to come back when we go to the other part so you can see which way to go. You're going to have to be on Santan Trail for a while. But like I say, see how the wash is? I mean, I'm not struggling to walk. But this sand is soft. You want to be in shape when you do.